Welcome to Bocholt in Belgium for the 38th running of the Sezoens Rally, the 4th round of the Belgian Rally Championship. It's the round with the most gravel in Belgium, and we take the start with the reigning champion, Freddy Lloyd.
Go, start 50, linksluit 63 plus borduur. Links 63 plus borduur, om 100, rechts 53, couperen, borduur, om direct, links 43 in, licht couperen, direct links 43 in, licht couperen, 200, T-rechts 53, diep couperen.
Loix, who won the opening round of the Belgian Championship 2014, would like to add one more victory to his tally. But you know it will not be easy because there are a lot of World Rally cars at the start, and with his S2000 Skoda Fabia he might lack some power. Still, Loix sets one fastest time in the opening loop of 4 stages and is in 2nd position after those 4 stages, only 13 seconds behind the leader. Yes, we had a good start this morning, we had a good rhythm, we had the fastest time on the 2nd stage. And then there was the long stage of a big break, 22 kilometers. And then I knew we would lose time there because that's what happened. I lost 7 seconds there, but I know that would be the case, but we will continue this rhythm and try to keep the contact. The Sezoens Rally is a special rally for the championship, a lot of gravel. That should be good for you because you've done a lot of gravel testing. Yes, right, and the gravel sections are in good condition for the moment. But on the other hand, there's still some quick tarmac sections as well, and there we lose some time. But if we can hold on to this rhythm, we should keep the contact. Herman Kobus, the Dutchman who's 2nd in the championship, he almost didn't take the start at the Sezoens because the engine of his Fiesta was only repaired the morning of the rally. His mechanics and engineers worked all night long to get the car ready, and he tries to thank them with some good times. And Kobus is in 3rd overall after the opening loop. Kobus some 11 seconds behind Loix, his main competitor for the Belgian title. Still the Dutchman wanting to thank his mechanics for their efforts.
Herman Kobus,
it's almost a miracle that you're at the start here. They worked till this morning. Yes, absolutely. The guys worked very hard, especially Gerrit, who didn't sleep almost for the last 2 nights. I think he slept 3 hours. So that's not a lot. So I would like to thank them with a good result. For the moment it's going well. You're 3rd? Yes, exactly, we're 3rd. The last stage we beat Loix by 1/10 of a second. I think that's a rhythm we will have to keep. Chris Prinsen, winner of the last 2 rounds of the Belgian Championship. But in each of those rounds he made a mistake in the opening stages and had to come back from behind. And Prinsen did not want to make that mistake here in Bocholt. So the Subaru driver took a careful start, but still set 3 of the 4 fastest times in this opening loop. It's the first time that Prinsen drives his powerful Impreza on the gravel, and he's doing well for the moment. It's going well, right? You're leading. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with those opening stages. We're driving very careful, but try to improve the rhythm. I did not want to make the same mistakes as I did in the previous rallies. So it's going well. You say careful, but yet you're still leading, so you must be pushing hard. Well, yeah, but there are portions I can push hard, and then there are others where I'm careful. It's the first time I drive this car on the gravel, so when you arrive at a corner and on top speed, I prefer to brake 10 meters early than 2 meters too late. And that's why I think we're driving careful. We still have some margin to improve. I think everybody has a certain margin. That the Sezoens Rally is a difficult rally. was proven by Erik van Loon, the Dutchman, at the start with his Fiesta World Rally car. But van Loon made a mistake early on and had to retire. But van Loon was not the only driver making a mistake early on. The same went for David Bonjean, driving the Fabia World Rally car. And unfortunately for the spectators, he landed in a ditch as well very early in the rally. So retirement for Bonjean as well. This is Piet van Hoof, one of the many Dutchmen at the start, because the Sezoens Rally is also a round of the Dutch Rally Championship. And van Hoof is fighting for honours in the classic production class, the four-wheel drive turbo cars. And with his Lancer Evo 10, he is in 6th overall after the first 4 stages. One man who loves to drive the Sezoens Rally is this man, 7 times Belgian champion Patrick Snijers. Driving a rear-wheel drive on gravel is what he likes best. Unfortunately for Snijers, a technical problem means early retirement for him as well. And after 3 stages, he's out of the rally.
Geen glimlach op je gezicht.
Patrick, no smile on your face. 3rd retirement in 4 rallies. Yes, that's 3 too many. 3 retirements in 4 rallies. That's not good. And every time it's some stupid problem, like this time it's a little rock in the alternator belt, so the alternator belt went off, so there was no cooling, no brake assistance, no electricity. So we tried to change the belt, but we were out of time.
Ja, buiten tijd dus.
And that was it for Snijers. Another young man making a comeback here with the Lancer Evo A. Jonas Langenakens had some hard times recently, but now with this car that he knows so well, he's trying to get a good result, and after the opening loop he's in a very creditable 4th position. Yes, I think we've had some hard times recently, but we still want to try to compete with a competitive car. Now we've done some good times. Yeah, you're in 4th. Yeah, exactly. We're in 4th, so the car is going well, but I still have to make some improvements myself. We've made some small mistakes. I think we can gain some time. And at the end of the last stage, we went off and we damaged the differential pump. But I hope they can repair it. Jordan Sederid is the Greek driver who lives in Belgium. At the start with the Belgian co-driver Fred Miklat. He's driving a Fiesta R5, not the easiest car.
Pied gauche 28 cordes, 28 cordes, bien les traces, sur, droite 25 petit cordes, droite 25 petit cordes et 50 mètres, droite 18 à fond, ouvre, et 100 mètres, droite 12 cordes à fond, droite 12 cordes à fond et 150 mètres, pied gauche 25 cordes tard. C'est tard, hein, vraiment tard. Ok, c'est bon, friend.
But Cedric is still in 11th. Also around for the Belgian Historical Championship, the Sezoens Rally. This is Dirk de Veu, fighting for top honours from the start. Glenn Janssens in the Porsche was leading early on, but had to retire. So the fight went to de Veu and Toby van den Berge in his Opel Kadett. Jan Wiedogen with his Porsche 911 SC. Giving the spectators some spectacular corners to see. A new Kadett at the start as well, in the hands of Tom van Rompuy. Took the lead after the retirement of Glenn Janssens. Very nice rally for rear-wheel drive cars, the Sezoens Rally, and that is proven by Yves Grenil and his Escort as well. The overall standings then: Prinsen leading from Loix, Kobus, Langenakens in 4th and Arjen de Koning in 5th. second loop of 4 stages in the Sezoens rally. But before we take a look at the action, we have a talk with Johan Hitzels, co-driver of Freddy Loix, about his task next to the multiple champion.
42, om links 33, rechts 32, couperen borduur, om links af vol, om links af vol, 100, top af vol.
We hebben je net aan het werk gehoord.
Johan, we just heard your what you're doing in the car. What's your task? My task is to guide Freddy over the stages, and you need a code language for that. Exactly, there's a code language for that. I gave Freddy the distance between the corners, the kind of corners we have to take, the speed he has to take them in. We have an example of that. Well, this is the stage of BRC. So we start on the gravel, and then there's a left 33, so left, 30 is the speed, and 3 is the angle of the corner, and there's some detail minus to give more detail. And 75 to the left corner, and then back on gravel. And we have to take a look at this in real time. Start of the stage.
Start grind, links 33 min. Links 33 min, 75, even links om grind, rechts 52 plus couperen. Rechts 52 plus couperen. 500, rechts 42. 500, rechts 42.
Impressive work by the co-driver. Let's see how the rally continues for them. We'll see that after the break. Welcome back to Bocholt in Belgium for the 38th running of the Sezoens Rally, the 4th round of the Belgian Rally Championship. This is the leader after the opening loop of 4 stages, Chris Prinsen, driving his Subaru Impreza. Prinsen getting more confidence at the wheel of his 4-wheel drive World Rally car. And he increases his lead over the drivers behind him. He takes another 12 seconds on the long stage of 22 kilometers. So after 8 of the 12 stages, Prinsen is now leading by 27 seconds. Yeah, I think you have the rally under control now. Yeah, and it goes according to plan. We increased our lead during the long stage by 11-12 seconds. And we weren't hindered this time. We lost some time in the first version. But now we have a more comfortable lead. But still it isn't big, because one mistake or one puncture and we could lose it all again. So we'll try to adapt our times to those of Freddy.
42, om links 33, rechts 32, couperen borduur, om links af vol, om links af vol, 100, top af vol, 800, even links, om rechts 53 plus in couperen.
Loix, apart from losing 12 seconds in the long stage, can really match Prinsen's speed, only losing 1.5 seconds in the next 2 stages. So Loix is still in contact with the Subaru in the lead, and he keeps the pressure on Prinsen. There's one thing clearer, Prinsen can't get away. Well, can't he gets away slowly. But he still increases the difference, but you only lose 1.5 seconds in these last two stages. Yeah, right, we try to keep the pressure on. There's one stage in which we lose a lot of time, but for the other stages it goes very well. Herman Kobus, on the other hand, has lost contact with the leaders. The Dutchman now 40 seconds behind Loix. Kobus, who wanted to take the fight to Loix, did not succeed in doing so, and he's not really happy about that.
Herman Kobus, je was er net
Herman Kobus, you're a bit grumpy here. Yeah, well, maybe I'm a sore loser. I can't stand to be beaten.
Je hebt eigenlijk regen nodig, hè?
You need rain, right? No, maybe rain, but this morning I thought that the fight would be closer, but it isn't the case. Langenakens still a very creditable 4th position. It's probably impossible to gain another place because the 3 guys in front are way too quick for him. But he's made a good comeback to the front runners. And his aim is now to keep that 4th place until the end of the Sezoens rally. He still has some 20 seconds in hand from the guy in 5th. So normally, if Langenakens can continue at the same pace, he should be able to hold on to 4th position.
Ja, voorlopig valt het goed mee, maar zoals je
zegt, it's going well, but I don't think we can gain another place. We could lose some, that's true, but if we can continue at the same rhythm, I think we can keep our 4th place. I think it feels nice to be among the front runners again. Yeah, that's true. You see, there's a lot more spectators along the stages, but yet I'm so focused that I can hardly see them. It's a very nice feeling. Piet van Hoof, meanwhile, is now in 5th. The man with the Lancer Evo 10 is leading the fight for the classic Group N. The traditional 4x4 turbo category, dominated by the Mitsubishi Lancers here. 3 Dutchmen fighting very hard. There's Van Hoof, and then there's Kevin Koyman, who is only 11 seconds behind him. Anything is still possible there for those 5th, 6th and 7th positions, because right behind Koyman there's this Arjen de Koning, who was leading the category after the first loop, has now dropped to 3rd, but he's only 8/10 of a seconds behind Koyman and only 12 seconds behind Van Hoof. So that should be a good scrap in the last 4 stages. And there's still a chance that this man might get on that podium as well. Fast driving an EVA 9 version of the Lancer. And he's in 8th overall as well. Very good collective result there for the Dutchman at the wheel of the Mitsubishi. Jordan Cederidis, meanwhile, has climbed from 11th inside the top 10. He's in 9th overall now.
Pas trop trajectoire, hein? Quittez droite, rond, maxi corde, gravier. Allez, 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 allez. Ok, et 300 mètres. Top. Pour, T gauche 28 cordes. Top.
And then there's this Cédric Cherin with the Fiesta R2 just outside the top 10 but leading his class. The Historics, meanwhile, still pleasing the crowd. Jan Wiedoge with his Porsche. As you can see, the spectators remain along the stages to see those rear-wheel drive cars go over these very spectacular stages. Dirk de Veur has taken the lead, meanwhile, after Tom van Rompuy made a mistake and got stuck for 2.5 minutes. Milleville is now in 3rd, but he has made some small mistakes like this one. He gets his Porsche going, however. Overall standings with 4 more stages to go. Princeton leading from Loix, then Kobus, Langenakens and Van Hoof. Last loop of 4 stages for the historic cars as well. And this Opel Kadett driven by Del Marsh finishes in 6th in what proved to be a very hard and tough rally for the historic rally cars, only 6 at finish. Milleville takes 4th in his Porsche. His small mistakes cost him some seconds and that might have cost him a podium finish. Toby van den Berge looked set for a 2nd place, but the leader in the championship lost that second place in the penultimate stage to this man, Tom van Rompuy. After his mistake, made a great comeback and grabbed second place in the penultimate stage behind Dirk de Veu, who with his win now shares the lead in the Belgian Championship with Van den Berge. Back to the modern rally cars then. Piet van Hoof kept the lead in the Group N until the end. A nice 5th place overall as well, at 13 seconds in hand at the end over Arjen de Koning, with Kevin Koeman right behind him. Jonas Langenhagens did what he set out to do, took a very creditable 4th place, had 11 seconds in hand at the end over Piet van Hoof, the other Mitsubishi Lancer, Euro 10. This is a Group A version, one of Jonas Langenhagens. Herman Komens, the Dutchman, whose focus is the Belgian Championship this year. Finished up in 3rd, a good result, a reward for the hard work of his mechanics and engineers, who worked right until the morning of the start of the rally to get the Fiesta in running order. And that 3rd place means that Kobus is still in 2nd in the Belgian Championship. Behind this man, Freddy Loix. He took some faster stages in the last loop, but it was not enough. And in the end, Loix settled for 2nd, which keeps him in the lead of the Belgian Championship, and that's a good position to go to his favorite rally of the year, the Rally Diepre, the next round.
Links uit 160 af voor couperen. En 75, links 142, diep couperen om 25, rechts 112. 25, rechts 112. En links, rechts af vol, couperen borduur. 250, rechts 52 in borduur op weg.
Loix in the end had 35 seconds deficit over the winner. And that winner was of course Chris Prinsen. 3rd win in a row in the Belgian Championship. 1st win in the Sezoens, and as a local driver that pleased Chris Prinsen quite a lot. Next round in Ypres, however, he can't start with his Subaru Impreza. No World Rally cars allowed in Ypres, but he will be back in the beginning of September for the next round in Roeselare. Great win then for Chris Prinsen in the Sezoens Rally.
Chris, eerste overwinning.
Chris, first win in the Sezoens, so you must be pleased. Yes, I'm very happy. I've never won here, and now we had the car to win, and we grabbed the chance with both hands. First time in gravel with this car, how hard was that? Yeah, well, I think it went well. I didn't know what to expect. I thought we had a good setup, but you can only feel that once you're driving. But from the start, I felt very good in the car, and I increased the rhythm during the rally, and we attacked where we could attack. So, and that gave this result. Prinsen wins it from Loix, Kobus in 3rd, Langenhagens in 4th, and Piet van Hoof in 5th. And when the sun's setting, Chris Prinsen can put his Subaru Impreza World Rally car on the stage in Bocholt to take the well-deserved spoils for the winner of the 38th running of the Sezoens Rally. 3rd consecutive win for Prinsen. But Freddy Loix remains in the lead of the championship from Kobus. Prinsen now 3rd from Cherin and Gillet. The BRC award for a good performance in the Sezoens Rally went to Stijn Pacolet, who dominated the junior class but had to retire shortly before the end with drive shaft problems. Otherwise he would have taken an emphatic win. Stijn Pacolet, you had a great rally. with 10 scratch times. Yeah, everything went well. I felt very good. We had a good rally, but then bad luck, very bad luck at the end, and I feel very disappointed. But I have a good prize as consolation. I think we can attack very hard in Ypres. You won the BRC award. That means you can participate for free in the Rally of Ypres. Starting there with your Twingo, that must be fantastic. Yes, that will be very special for me. It's the first time I will drive in Ypres. I've been there once as a spectator. It will be very new for me.
Een goede leerstof zijn voor mij.
And that was the end of our report. See you next time.